أنا البحر في أحشائه الدر كامن فهل سألوا الغواص عن صدفاتي.
Assalamu alaikum. Marhaban bikum to another video of Learn Arabic with Dr. AbdulRahman. In this video and the videos before and some videos to come later inshallah, I'm gonna teach you the Arabic language grammar in a scientific manner. So just what you need at this level is just follow up with these videos, practice, and then step by step, you will accumulate the knowledge necessary for you to learn Arabic, to understand, inshallah. Now, in this video, I'm going to tell you all about the equational sentence. What is the meaning of equational sentence? To answer this question, you need to know that in Arabic language, there are two kinds of sentences. Sentences that have verbs and sentences that do not have a verb. Yes, that's absolutely right. In Arabic language, a huge part of the language is made by sentences that does not include a verb. In English language, if you compare, in English language, sentences need verbs. In Arabic language, there are sentences that do not need a verb. Why am I mentioning English? Because when you do the translation later, you will need, for the equational sentences, you will need the verb to be. So, equational sentences in Arabic, yes, they do not explicitly mention that there is a verb, but eventually they have the verb to be hidden inside. That's when you do the translation. Now we're going to talk about it and then we're going to come back again to explain this verb to be point. Keep that in mind. Let's start with the basics of the equational sentence. First thing that you need to know is that equational sentences are also referred to as nominal sentences. That means sentences that are structured, that are made by nouns. So it has two main parts. It has a mubtada, which it has to be a noun. Mubtada, which is the subject. The subject has to be a noun. And then it has the second part of it, which is referred to as al-khabar. Al-khabar is the predicate. Al-khabar is the predicate. Now, al-mubtada tells you the answer of who. Who are we talking about? That's al-mubtada. That's the subject. And then what about him? What about al-mubtada? Then that's the predicate, which is al-khabar. So, jumla ismiya, it's a nominal sentence starting with a noun, and then it has a predicate. Now let me give you an example of jumla ismiya. Huwa talib. Huwa talib. Hiya muallima. Hiya muallima. So hiya is a pronoun. Muallima is a noun. Huwa is a pronoun in the place of the subject. Talib is the khabar, is the predicate. Now, nouns, what can be in the position of the subject? Names such as AbdulRahman, such as Al-Yaman, As-Sayyara, Rajul, Bayt, any noun, any name, it can work. Also, pronouns. Ana, anta, anti, huwa, hiya, any subject pronoun will work in the subject position, in al-mubtada. Demonstrative pronouns. هذا, هذه, هذان, هاتان, all those demonstrative pronouns will also work in the place of al-mubtada, in the place of the subject. Important points here. In the place of al-mubtada, in the place of the subject, you can have nouns, proper nouns, or any other kind of nouns. And then you also can have pronouns. demonstrative pronouns, subject pronouns, etc. Now let's talk about the al-khabar. Al-khabar, as we said, is the answer to the subject. What happened? What about al-mubtada? In the place of al-khabar, that's where you can have plenty of options. Let's talk about the options that we can have for the al-khabar, for the predicate. For al-khabar, we can have multiple options. Look at this sentence. Huwa talib. Huwa is a pronoun, which is the mubtada. Talib is a noun. Another example. Ana min al-Yaman. Ana min al-Yaman. Ana is a pronoun in the place of al-mubtada. And then min al-Yaman, min as a preposition. And then al-Yaman is a noun. That's a prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase. So that is, in Arabic, they refer to it as shibh jumla. So when you read in the Arabic grammar, you will find it that khabar can be a noun or a shibh jumla. That's a prepositional phrase, either with a preposition or an adverb. For example, al-usfur fawqa al-shajara. Al-usfur fawqa al-shajara. The bird is on the tree. Al-usfur fawqa al-shajara. So al-usfur is the mubtada, fawqa al-shajara is the shibh jumla, is the adverbial phrase. What also can be in the position of al-khabar is a whole verbal statement. Yes. For example, huwa yuhibbu ash-shukolata. Huwa yuhibbu ash-shukolata. Huwa is the subject and yuhib ash-shukolata. This is a whole sentence. Yuhib ash-shukolata. That sentence as one piece is the predicate for the equational sentence. Also, another option of the equational sentence khabar predicate is adjectives. Adjectives. For example, at-taqsu jameel. The weather is nice. At-taqsu jameel. Another example. Ash-shita'u barid. Ash-shita'u barid. The winter is cold. Now, before we end the video, let's go back again to the verb to be. If you notice, we said huwa talib. He is a student. So when you translate equational sentences, you should come up with the verb to be when you do the translation. If you're flipping from English to Arabic, then you need to get rid of the verb to be. Let's try this sentence. Al-ustadh min al-Yaman. How would you translate this? Al-ustadh min al-Yaman. The teacher is from Yemen. Another example. At-ta'amu ladhid. At-ta'amu ladhid. Food is delicious. Is delicious. Let's try one with adverbial sentence. At-talibu yadrusu al-Arabiyya. At-talibu yadrusu al-Arabiyya. The student is studying Arabic. Is studying Arabic. Now one last note, very important note. We talked about case ending. Now, if the noun is definite, then it will end with dhamma. For example, at-talibu mujtahid. At-talibu. If it's indefinite, then that noun will not have the dhamma. It will have two dhammas. For example, talibun mujtahidun. Talibun mujtahidun. Now, there is a lot to say here. Let's go back again, do a quick recap. Equational sentence is this sentence that starts with a noun or the subcategories of nouns. It has two main parts, mubtada and khabar. Mubtada is subject, khabar is the predicate. What can be in the subject? What can be in the mubtada? Only nouns or subcategories of nouns. Pronouns or, for example, demonstrative pronouns. Go to the noun categories where you can discover the different categories of nouns. Now, in the subject position, in the predicate, in the khabar section of the sentence, that's where you have multiple options. You can have another noun, you can have an adjective, you can have a prepositional phrase, an adverbial phrase, or you can have a verbal sentence, a whole sentence that starts with a verb. That will be another video of the other kind of Arabic language sentences. I hope that I was able to teach you something. Share this with your Arabic language partners. Subscribe in our channel so you can keep learning Arabic language. Thank you so much. I'll see you in another video. مع السلامة.